Taking the headphones off. It's getting serious. I saw a video today. Actually, this wasn't today. This has been boiling me for a week and a half. This video is why gingers are black. Play the clip. It's a fairly short video. Play it.
Why gingers are black. A lot of y'all Irish people were right beside black people on the plantation. Okay? FYI. But all of y'all are descendants of a Haitian deity named Brigitte Samedi. That's why all gingers are black.
So if you couldn't tell by the clip, there are some claims here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cherry coat it. Personally, I got nothing to say on the Haitian deity thing. She could be 100% spot on. I'm not caught up with my Haitian deity lore. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. She could be talking about apples and oranges here. I would have no idea. But point is, I don't really know if I agree on it. I don't think you can count Irish people as black just because of indentured servitude. She in the video, she references how Irish people did work on plantations, which is true. A lot of Irish people who wanted to get to the New World in the early, 1700s colonial period, they would basically become a slave for a little while to pay off their trip over, And the thing is, it wasn't generational. With slavery, you see that it was generational a lot of the time until I think the 1850s, maybe, when America enacted freedom of the womb or whatever, where it was like you couldn't, I don't know. All that led to was an import of new slaves. Kind of is what I had read. But personally, I don't think you can say that Irish people are the same as black people when it comes to their, kind of racism against their people, their discrimination. Because Irish people had their time in the sun. They had their discrimination time in the sun. It was the 1800s and the early 1900s, okay? Same with a ton of other white people. We used to be almost as racist as some Europeans. That's crazy. That's crazy. Before everyone just was like, you're white. Because the US, right, in the early 1900s, my apologies, had English people, right? This was the cool group, the English people. That if you weren't English, you weren't shit. You had the Irish, the Italians, the Scottish, and anybody else. That was kind of fucking all those people got pissed on. It was not cool, not bueno. And as a person who's Irish, German, Germans also got the harsh end of the stick. You guys just overlook this. There's a whole period of time where the Germans, they were just discriminated against fucking during World War I. If you were just a German guy minding your own business, they fucking bullied the shit out of you. German businesses were boycotted. German people were harassed. I mean, German used to be the second most spoke language in the United States. And then World War I happened. Gone. Nobody. Try and find somebody in America that speaks German as their second language. It doesn't fucking exist. They're not real. They're not real. Okay? And with this, I feel like you also ignore a little bit. Because here's the thing. A lot of these people weren't discriminated to nearly the level of which that black people were, in my opinion. If you look into it, black people, we kind of meandered on fucking everything with them. I'm not gonna lie. We pushed the civil rights bill late, or as late as we realistically could. Desegregating the army, we did that fairly good. We did that right before Korea, to my knowledge, or during Korea, somewhere in that ballpark. But I mean, you don't see a white guy and go, oh yeah, whatever. There's not stereotypes against white guys that other white guys are racist about. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see another white guy and I'm like, I bet that guy doesn't like his chicken salted or flavored or anything. Because the whole thing is like, oh, they don't season their food, or I bet that guy's corny. No, I'm just like, oh, this is a guy, I mean, granted, I'm not... I don't apply any stereotype to a group of people I see, but, you don't see white people in the same way being racist against other white people in the way that they're racist against black people, in my opinion. At least I haven't seen it as much. I've never seen Nick Fuentes go on and talk about another white people except Jewish people. That's the only group that piece of shit touches that's white. So I fucking got no idea. But African Americans still face a lot of prejudice. Southern states especially. I believe there was a story from a handful of years ago where a southern state had police training videos that were just outwardly promoting racism and racial prejudice, and stuff like that still affects our country. It's not something you can just hand wave away, I don't know. On one hand, I kind of agree with part of this where it's like we should stop making race a huge deal if we want racism to go away, because that's kind of like the whole crux of racism. is that there is a huge deal, but there's not. So there's that, but also it's like you're kind of misjudging the history of it, which we don't want to do either. You don't want to like coat over history with other shit. That's how you end up with people just thinking stupid shit about the past. Like, what was that thing Kanye said about Harriet Tubman? I'm sorry, I'm very tired. This is after a 9-hour stream, which you should watch. It's in the description down there. But that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say on this one, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I got nothing else to say. Italians are black too. The Irish are too. The Germans are black. What I'm trying to get at is everyone's black, besides the English. Fuck the British. Anyway, good night.